name is Sam Fichtner. I'm the director of the film Brother, and we're actually here on set, day 14 of 15, gearing up for our second to last night shoot. It's been a cold, wonderful adventure, and we're very sad to see it finish. Brother is a pressure chamber of a psychological thriller. It's about a broken family come back together for after the sort of black sheep brother of the family is presumed dead, and we quickly learn that there are a lot of fraught family dynamics. There's old wounds that haven't healed, and as they spend a couple nights in their old home, strange things start to happen, and those old wounds start to rear their ugly head, and the brother they think that is dead might not actually be dead. And so it is a story that pushes the supernatural, the psychological, it is emotional, but it's ultimately about people and learning how to heal. To work on a film with kind of such a small cast in a way, you really develop very specific relationships with people, and you're able to really work on their character. Many of our casts have been here most of the shoot, and they've watched each other do each other's scenes. They have an understanding of how all these characters build off of each other, relate to each other, feed off of each other, and I'm so proud to be working with such a talented group of actors. People that take their craft really seriously, people that ask incredibly intelligent questions, that understand not just the process of their own craft, but the process of everyone on the crew. And when you're working on a film this short, it's important to have that dance for the actors to understand the camera, to understand where we are in the story. Everyone here is a storyteller, and the actors, are no exception to that. They're all incredible, and it's just been such a pleasure working with everybody. Working in one house has been wonderful because we sort of get to understand the home, understand this one place, we're shooting all these different ways, but it also presents that challenge of shooting in all these different ways, being creative, not relying on the same camera setups, not relying on the same blocking, to every time we're in a room to change a little bit from the last time. Part of the great thing about this film and this genre is that it's just in one location, and as temperatures rise and as tensions soar, you need to be able to feel shifts in the movie so that scenes that happen later in the same kitchen have a radically different feel than they did in the beginning. And that's all about building a real arc of the plot, drama, and it's something Rebecca, our writer, and me are really conscious of, and all the actors are really conscious of tracking where they are in a story. And like with anything where you shoot, you're jumping around in time, and that it's very important to track sort of the arc of these people's emotional lives, and I think we've done that. When they watch Brother, it's the kind of movie you really want to pay attention. It's the kind of thing, listen to what people say, but listen to what they don't say every bit as much as that. People keeping secrets, people unable to tell their truths, people, people lying to each other and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Is there somebody out there? Is somebody in the house responsible? It's a movie where you shift allegiances, where you're trying to guess what's going on. It's a movie where you have to pay attention, and we've put in little Easter eggs along the way to a careful viewer will catch where we're going with it. And it's every little bit. If it seems like something supernatural or it's psychological, we've stress tested those elements that they could play both ways. And I have ideas about how I think the film should be read, but I think that is ultimately in the mind of each viewer, and I think each different actor might have a different interpretation, and none of those interpretations are wrong. So watch it with a careful eye and come up to your own decisions about what's really happening in Brother. And I hope you guys watch, I hope you guys enjoy it, and thank you.